On Monday morning, it became known that the tallest building in Colombia, the South Tower of Bacatá, was put up for sale. The hotel and residential project has 67 floors. According to what the developer reported, the sale is made with the aim of compensating more than 2,000 investors who have a fiduciary rights lawsuit. The building, as agreed under the conditions, will be sold as it stands today. That is, whoever buys it will have the responsibility of completing the construction of 30% of the structure that the project needs. What Pablo Trujillo, president of Asian Fiduciary, reported to W Radio is that there are already 2 firms interested in acquiring the striking property. Although he did not give names, he stressed that it is a foreign investment fund and a construction company. Both companies have a period of 30 days to put together their respective proposals, and from there it will define if there is interest in any of them. After 60 days will be allocated to fill out the necessary documents. The history of the building dates back several years. Around 2008, a brief was published detailing that the future existence of the Bacatá Tower, a structure that will exceed the height of the popular Colpatria Tower. This new building, according to its description, would be the great infrastructure mega project of the future. The tower initially was intended as a space for 404 apartments measuring 39 square meters by 112 square meters. In 2009, however, a year after the promises, problems began to haunt. Through crowdfunding, in which more than 4,200 investors participated, fiduciary rights were acquired to receive profits after the project was delivered. In those days, then an investment of more than $20 million was made. The work began to be built in 2001. By 2018, when the work was already considerably advanced, Venerando Lamelas, the then president of BD Promotores, the project partner group, assured that a mistake had been made since the deadline had been set that, and in the end were unlikely to meet. In other words, impossible. By that year, it was intended that the work would be 100% finished. However, it was only built just over 50% of it. For this year, in fact, 2022, the work only completes 70% of its final completion. In 2019, in addition, the lack of resources led the construction company that started the project, Breivik Engineers, to retire from its work, and the firm Alumen to begin its work. When the money for the project ran out, we did not continue. When the developer was liquefied, we were left owing $25 billion. Bagota is already 60% delivered. The homes and the office are working, the shopping center too, and added that the only thing that really remains to be finished are the hotels, said the firm, and the spokesperson of Diego Fernando Prada, previous partner in testimonies rescued by LA Republic. More than $20 billion was owed, so with the hiring of alumen to finish the work on the facade, in addition to the South and North Tower. The cost that would be covered by assets. In November 2021, several of the investors who had deposited their savings or pensions in the real estate complex highlighted that they had not received the return on the investment for more than 10 years. At that time, the decision of the liquidator appointed by the Superintendency of Companies was expected to decide whether to declare investors as creditors or not. Among the decisions that the liquidator has would be to tell the owners of the trusts that they are not creditors but contributors, contradicting what the Financial Superintendency of Colombia has reiterated, generating a new train crash. Their hotels and commercial areas belong to them with autonomy over their assets. It will be the most convenient for us, said one of those affected before Arsian Radio. Crowdfunding has become a popular way of raising capital for projects and business ventures in recent years. It involves large number of people making comparatively small financial contribution to the overall funds required for the scheme. Colombia's unstable economy and the devaluation of its peso had made investment in large-scale schemes unattractive to traditional institutional equity, leading the tower's developers, BD promoters, to crowdfund their capital. Colombian citizens paid their funds into an independent trust that granted them rights to revenue from the skyscraper once it was completed. These funds were only released by the trust to the developer as license and permissions to build were granted and as sufficient pre-sales were secured to demonstrate the scheme's overall financial viability. Now that the tower has become a reality, investor receives quarterly payment based on the revenue that the hotel, apartments and commercial space generates. While skyscraper often stand as a symbol of success for the wealth, PD Bagota represents a collaborative effort by ordinary citizens who are directly benefiting from its success. A powerful monument on the skyline of this nation's capital city. Trend shows that the real estate crowdfunding has been growing exponentially in recent years, with PD Bagota providing the model can work at scale. Thanks for watching this video till the end, and do subscribe to the channel to get the latest update on construction videos around the world.